remember I went back to the ship the next day, and I was telling everybody how it went, and then it took me about 6 months to get back on stage because I didn't know where to go.
Right.
And then eventually the brothers I was in the Navy with was telling me, they was like, you can go here on this night. So you had to go to the black rooms.
Right, sure.
And I was like, I'll try it. And I actually really started to go up at El Torito's, was a Mexican restaurant. They had a karaoke night on Wednesdays. So everybody started to know this guy tells jokes, I don't sing. So they give me the 5 minutes of stage time, and it was a stage with a microphone.
Right, sure.
So everybody got to, it literally got to be a little thing like, oh, the funny dude's going up in a little bit. And everybody would get quiet and listen to my shit.
Right.
And then everybody would start singing again.
Did you start doing so well that you felt after the 6th year, you was like, I'm good with the Navy, I'm gonna do comedy now? Is that what helped you get out of the Navy?
I was on Comicview and in the Navy.
Really?
At the same time. So you remember, they used to film Comicview in a week. They filmed the whole season in a week.
I did it, right.
So all I did, I won a contest in San Diego, and there was Z90 was a hip hop station. And they said, we're looking for the funniest black comedian in San Diego. So I called in, and I didn't say I was white. I just called in.
Right.
So I called in, and I ended up winning the contest. And it was funny because Nick Cannon was in the contest.
Okay, yeah.
He was like 16, 17, but he was rapping. He was in a rap group called the Bomb Squad.
Yep.
So he went up and rapped. He didn't even do stand-up. He was like the halftime entertainment kind of.
Right.
But I remember that so vividly. And then I won the contest, and DeMilitant was one of the judges.
Okay.
So he told us, you know, you can come with my audition for BET now, Comicview. So he's the one that's helped set up my audition for Comicview.
Okay.
So I drove up, didn't know anybody in LA. There was a room on, you know, where Biggie got killed, right there, Wilshire or something. There was a room.
Yeah.
Behind this like pancake house or something.
Come on now, you're right. You're exactly right.
The room.
It's on the corner. It was
Yeah,
on the
then they ended up being clean after a while. You had to be clean to go out there. That's where the auditions were. So I went audition.
Who had that room? Yeah, I remember that room.
Yeah.
I remember that room. Yeah.
So I went up audition, got on Comicview, and then I took a week's leave. I drove up to LA. People didn't know, and I was kind of making my name in LA a little bit, and then, but I would just, people didn't know. I'd be on the base from like 7 to 4, and then I'd get off work and I'd drive up to LA.
It's a long drive, 2 hours.
Yeah, and then I'd drive back, and I used to go to sleep at that, Dana Point had a Walmart or Kmart, but I used to sleep in the parking lot there if I got too tired.
Yeah, that's the
grind. I had that little blue pickup, and I had the thing that would keep the sun out.
Right.
Shade. So I put that shade up, and I had the club at the time. So the club was like keeping me safe and making sure nobody stole my truck.
Right. No,
so I would probably do that 3-4 days a week, drive up to LA, and even if I wasn't going up, I was just meeting you guys.
Right. How many times did you do Comicview before you won the contest, become the host? How many times have you done Comicview?
That was it, the first year. First year I became the host.
Bitch.
Yeah.
All those black comics took like years and shit to work on that shit. You just popped up in there.
I know.
Right.
So that was the thing though. Remember, people voted.
Right.
And it just honestly, the stars aligned.
Right.
Every show I got on was set up for me to succeed by the other people on the show. Okay. So I'm not degrading the people I was against.
Right.
I never went against monsters. I never had Lavelle or Earthquake or Cheryl Underwood on my shows. Or even you. Like it was just.
I hear you.
It wasn't monsters I was going against. It was like every round set up like perfect.
That was executive. They wanted you.
I don't know.
The white guy.
I don't know.
Did you get a lot after like, you got a lot of backlash? Did you hear a lot of backlash?
I got some when I got the hosting job, but it was like this. I remember talking to Samore about it. And Samore said, Gary, they were mad I was the first woman. They said, whoever gets the job, people are going to be upset. It's easy because you're white for them to be upset. That's just the easy out.
Sure,
but you know what? She goes, you know what? Nobody is ever saying you're not funny.
Right.
She goes, it's different if you're not funny and you got the job, but nobody's saying that. They're just saying, why they give a white guy the job?
Right. Now, I heard a lot of it. You know, why he white? This is supposed to be a black show. They don't let black people do white host comedy shows and shit. So I was like,
but that's why they brought Ronaldo Ray as like a buffer, because they was like, he was like the quote unquote co-host. So they was like, we're gonna bring Ronaldo in, almost like all right, Ronaldo's got your back type thing with this. And that was the first year when I hosted, they opened it up to like 300 comics, because it used to be like 30 of us. And then the year I hosted, they just made it like everybody got on.
Really, yeah. Someone had said that Dante was picked first. He turned it down. He didn't want to be the first.
No, that didn't happen.
Oh, that's what I heard. That didn't happen.
No.
Oh, boo.
No, Curtis.
Whoever told me boo.
No, Curtis Gatson called me, and I was in San Diego. I was still in the Navy, and that was the weird part because I'm a cop. I'm waving cars on the base and on Comicview at the same time.
Hold on, as the host?
Not the host. I'm talking about just on.
Okay.
So I'm airing,
right?
And I'd be waving cars on the base, and every now and then, brother pulling the base, he'd be like, "Hey, was you on TV last night?"
Yeah, have a good day.
Right. Hell no.
Then Curtis called, and then he was like, I drove up to LA, and there was rumblings thinking about making you the host. So I met him in his office, and he was like, "Yeah, we want to make you the host this year." I go, "Oh shit." I still had like 6 months left in the Navy. They weren't filmed for another 3 months. So I had to figure out how to get out. So I went in front of a board, and long story short, my command, I'm not gonna get into it, they looked out.
Good looking.
They looked out, because they were like, they basically was looking at 3 months difference.
Right.
And they was like, we got you. They got creative of how I could, they just promised me, they was like, dude, promise me if you don't do any drugs, because if you get drug tested, you're screwed. I was like, all right. And they was like, don't get an ear piercing or anything like that. And I was like, all right. So.
Wow.
If you like that clip, hit the subscribe button or the notification bell. In fact, why don't you hit both of them?